soul journey. I'm digging a hole in the earth, preparing a hole that I can lay in and cover myself up, bury myself like the dead. I've just agreed with Mother Earth that that was the best way to transform or transfigure or to finally let go of my pain body, of the pain and the suffering that I carry. It has become hard and untractable and difficult to bear. And it is time for me to let it go. So we agree this is the best way. I'm to dig a hole and lay in the earth for 3 days. Except for something strange happens as I'm digging the hole. Digging the hole, I'm alone. And then I look up and suddenly I'm not alone. There are thousands and thousands of indigenous people, men, women, children. And they're all looking at me. And I stop and I ask them, what are you doing here? In my journey space, I'm always leery of humans in this space. There's often a lot of trickery that happens here. So I'm not trusting. What are you doing here? What do you want? I ask, slightly surprised and a little bit confused. A chief steps forward. They offer to adopt me, for them to be my family. And he tells me that they know that I don't have any connection to my ancestry, and that is difficult for me, or for any human for that matter, to be that disconnected from family, from ancestry, because I have none that I can rely on, and I know this to my very core. And so it has created a deep longing in me to belong. So I become suspicious because I recognize this is a need. And needs can often be taken and used against you. So I look at him and I'm like, how do I know this isn't a trick? This isn't just another way to betray me and dangle a carrot, something that I so desperately want and need and desire, and then use it against me to hurt me and feed off of me later. And the crowd parts, and I see Quetzalcoatl walking down the center of this part. The full glory of the rainbow serpent shows itself to me, and it is marvelous. And Quetzalcoatl walks directly to me and prostrates himself on the ground. And he says, never! That they would never betray me or hurt me or harm me. But I'm not done. I'm not ready to trust yet, even with Quetzalcoatl. And so I look and I say, you know how I feel about the word never. Because anytime I say that I will never do something, I will never do such and such, then that's usually the next thing I turn around and do. So, half jokingly, and I'm like, if he's for real, he'll know what I'm talking about. So I say simply, you know how I feel about that word. And he raises his head up from the ground and looks at me and smiles and says, well then, always. And we all just burst out laughing. And I know, actually, I choose to put my trust in these people. And I speak to them and I say, I am going to bury myself in the ground for 3 days. If you are here to support me, then stay with me these next 3 days and put love into the ground. So that love then is amplified into me as I release my pain and suffering and become one with the earth again. They agree. So we dig my hole. Now I've got a little help at least. And I go to lay in the hole and they hand me the straw to breathe. And I decline. I know I'm going to fully put my trust in the earth that she will take care of me. She'll meet all my needs, even my breath. I want to trust that deeply in her. And if I can't, then I don't really want to rise again. So they bury me. And I lay there for 3 days. White buffalo comes and sits and stays with me until I rise again. And I do rise. I do rise. I emerge another person free from her pain body because I was willing to let it go. And that's how we heal. We just simply need to be willing. Thank you, White Buffalo, and my new family.